Hello, this is your 7th grade ancient history teacher, Mr. Naughton here. I actually wrote a script for today's video, so I'm going to try to stick to it. Quick reminder before I get started. Any and all work for the 4th marking period, including your Farewell History 2020 reflection sheet, is due this Friday, June 5th at 12 o'clock noon. Okay, got that announcement out of the way. So, today, I'm making this video to say congratulations and wish you farewell into the summer. But first, we need to go way back to the beginning. Going into the 2019-2020 school year, this was only my 2nd year of teaching ever. I came to East Penn in November 2018. But I was still a bit nervous going into this year. But even in those first weeks, way back in August and September, I was really impressed. If you remember back to the first week of school, I told you this history class was not going to be easy. I said that you had to become a historian, and I was going to hold you to that level of dedication. You were going to read, write, create, and learn just like a historian would. And so I was amazed by your hard work and dedication across the school year, including, but not limited to, bell ringers, projects, crash courses, portfolios, videos, chapter readings, and so much more. You created artwork and read and analyzed primary sources from ancient people. Not easy tasks for a high schooler, let alone for a middle schooler. And then in March, you faced an extraordinary challenge, something no one had planned or prepared for, the COVID-19 pandemic and the quarantine at home. This canceled all of your favorite sports, activities, performances, and events at school that you and I both had been looking forward to. You couldn't even see your friends. Then you found out you still had schoolwork at home. And you had to teach your siblings, your parents, maybe even your teachers how to use technology. And somehow, being a 7th grade 12 or 13-year-old student, even that couldn't stop you. You pushed yourself to continue working hard from home during a challenge never before faced in modern history. You approached it head on and said, "I got this. I can do this." I am so proud of you. To me, you guys are heroes. Next, something a bit lighter. I wanted to share some of my favorite memories from this school year. So here we go. One of my first and favorite memories was Otzi the Iceman project. When Mr. Lenz and I came in those suits, and there had been a mysterious murder in the classroom, and we had to investigate, and you discovered that it was an Iceman from thousands and thousands of years ago, and you had to research, you had to figure out what had happened to him. I think that was a big learning moment for myself in terms of teaching, and also for you guys. I think, based on what I've seen so far, you guys really enjoyed that project, and that made me very happy to see. Next, one of my another favorite memory is you guys going through the stations of Egypt on your Egypt project. When you guys were making mummies with me, when we mummified apple slices, when you were learning about pharaohs, when you're reading about the pyramids, you were creating pyramids out of marshmallows, and of course, when you were playing PlayStation and running around ancient Egypt, that was one of my favorite memories of seeing you guys really enjoying learning. Next, this is a broad memory, but it includes all of the acted outs, all of the debates, the discussions, the last-minute sketches that we put together, and the simulations that we used to bring history to life. Next, I actually really liked seeing some of you in Zooms. It was kind of fun catching up with you. I know we're all stuck at home, so that's a favorite memory of mine from this year, catching up with you guys and seeing you in Zooms. Next, and most important, your laughter, the teachable moments, and your love of learning. Something that I found throughout the whole school year was your love of learning. Next, before I send you off into your summer and into 8th grade, there's an important note that I want to share with you. This ties into what you've learned this year in the ancient world, but it also really affects the modern world that we live in. I know right now there are a lot of hard things to watch on the news. The United States is going through some really tough times, and there's some tough things that we as a country need to learn. But I have a really bright note for you. If you look across all of history, from the first humans that we studied and those nomads, what does a nomad do? They're on the move. Nomads on the move in search of food. Good. So, from those first nomads, the first humans that we studied, to now, across all thousands of those years, you will see a rise in justice and equality. So please know, as time goes on, things do get better, even if it's a gradual change. I know there's a lot of days that it can be hard, but across time, justice and equality has only increased for humanity. It's only gotten better. You studied ancient history. We learned about governments, the birth of democracy in Athens, and the rights of ancient people. So you know what I'm saying is true. I have 2 quotes for you here that really speak to this idea, and they come from 2 of my favorite leaders across history. First one, when I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love have always won. Think of it, always. That first quote comes from the Mahatma Gandhi from India. Here's the second one. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So, as you can hear from these great quotes from 2 really wise people, across time, the world only gets better, but it gets better because of people who work hard, seek truth, love, and care a whole lot. So, I encourage each and every one of you to work hard, seek truth, love, and care a whole lot. It is your civic duty as an American. You are the future, and you hold the keys to our success as a community, as a nation, and as a planet. I felt that as a social studies educator, I had to share those words of comfort and positivity, and I hope they help you out. I'm really, really excited to see what you do as you grow up. So, congrats again to my historians of the 7th grade. You rose to meet the challenges that you faced. These challenges are harder than any students have faced for decades. And you excelled in the face of adversity. To conclude, I have a tradition for ending the school year. At this point, on your way out the classroom door, when you're going off for school's out, summer's beginning, I would shake your hand to say congrats. So, fortunately, this year we have to do it virtually. Congratulations. As we shake hands. Very good. All right. Have a wonderful summer. And I can't wait to see you back in the halls of East Pennsboro Middle School as 8th graders next year. Bye.